everybody, and welcome back to the Advice from Hanna Show. It's a special edition just for YouTube with a guest in the building. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous, though. I am. I have Alessandra here, my dear friend, the love coach. Welcome.
Yay, thank you. Oh my God. So you're nervous. You're not. Come on. You're like the queen of the podcast.
I know.
Like, you have been doing this for a long time.
I have. I've been doing this for 3 years now, but I've never done. Oh, thank you.
You never done
video.
Oh.
Ever. So you're my first video guest. It's been crazy 3 years now. We have about 30,000 listens in 52 countries.
Wow, that's huge.
It is quite I act like it's really nothing, but now to be on video, I'm like, oh my God, I've just gone to this other level that I'm not too sure already, but I feel like you're worthy of video, at least in my books, because you're a YouTube star and you do so good with everything. And we've known each other for a while now. So I'm excited to have this like special edition of topics I won't really talk about anywhere else.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm excited.
How do we start this? Hold on. How do people start videos? I should have watched more.
Well, we can start by, do you remember the story that I posted?
Yeah. Wait, before we get into this hot story, we have to talk to everybody. Who are you? What do you do? I know you've been on the show before. In the audio version, but now on camera. Like, please, Alessandra, the love coach. Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, well, to make it simple, I'm a love coach, and for people who don't know how I started this, and I really want to say this so people can understand better. A love coach is a person, and in my case, I help people to attract or to heal, to have a better relationship with love. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be like necessarily to attract a couple, like a partner, a love partner, but to attract love, because this big gain when I got divorced 8 years ago, I think.
Oh, congratulations. I can't wait to be at year 8.
Yes, it's been awesome since then. So, but anyway, I don't want to say that. And then my ex says this because we are actually friends. So what I was going to say is that when I got through the divorce, I realized I have no idea what love is. There is something that I need to learn, because when I got married, and I don't know if this happened to you, but when I got married, I thought that it was going to be for life. It's going to be, this is the man of my life. I'm going to be with him forever. I met him when I was just like 1 year in this country. Like I didn't have family back then. So he was like kind of my everything, right? Mm-hmm. And then we got divorced, and I was like, okay, wait a second. Something is off here. I need to learn what really love is, because I don't want to go through this again in my life. I don't want to go through a separation like this. So I started doing all kind of stuff, like going to therapists, yoga, healers, like spiritual healers, you name it. Yeah. I was like, I don't care what I have to do, but I'm going to learn what love is. So in the process, I understood that we have it all backwards when it's about love, okay? So we're expecting so many things about people. We want love in ways that it's not really love. Like we're telling the stories about love in the name of love, but it's actually not love. So I was like, I need to share this. Because I see people suffering and they shouldn't. Like I was suffering. I don't want people to be there. And that's how I began being a love coach. I created a method that is called the VEA method, which means vibrant, empowered, and loved in Spanish, actually. And then I started helping women at the beginning, and now also men, to heal their love story and to actually connect with that beautiful feeling of love, that beautiful energy that we are all capable of having. And that's how it all began. And now I am in a love relationship, and I feel beautiful and comfortable and happy. So, yeah, that's...
You made salty me smile. And you talked about love, and I'm like, oh, it worked out. It worked out.
It did. And I want to tell to everybody who's listening that it's worth it to put time to learn about love, because it's going to make your life so easy. Like everything is going to make sense. So anyway, yeah, that's how I started.
I never get tired of hearing it, because every single time you tell me how you started your business, I always pick up different, depending on where I am in life, different like antidotes and things, right? Because you had said that you fell in love and you got married to somebody who was your everything, and I was there too. And I wonder if that's a Latina thing. I wonder if it's what we do because we grow up thinking of like Prince Charming, and he's gonna come save me, and I'm gonna be a princess. Well, at least I thought this. I'm no princess. I'm a queen, but you know, I had to flip the hair. It's a queen thing now.
Yes.
Never mind this princess that I wanted to be. And then when they leave you, you kind of sit there and you're like, what do I do now? Like, what now? I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. And that's where you come in, and you kind of, I guess, pull you out of the dirt, because at the end of it, you don't, not that you don't need anybody, but you need yourself. And you need to love yourself and learn
Exactly.
you.
And that's what happened, because I remember when I went through a divorce, I was like, I just want to be there for me right now. Like, I don't want to be, I used to have like a lot of plans. I don't even have plans anymore. Not because I don't love them, but I was in a moment that I need to get rid of my plants. I don't want to water anything. I just want to water myself.
You're like, nobody's getting watered in this house but me.
I needed that time for myself. And yeah, I'm glad I took that space and actually dedicate that time, because otherwise, I don't know, I would be in the same place probably.
Well, that's just it. I find now, at least from my scope, when I view things, like, Hannah, you're going to commit the mistake again. You see it, right? And you try to stop it. And sometimes when I'm having conversations with friends, I'm like, we've done this before. You did this 3 years ago. Why are we doing this again? It's because you didn't learn the lesson.
Yeah.
And it keeps repeating itself. And then out of nowhere, you might think it's you. It's a me problem. And maybe it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly what I say. Like, this is a me problem, and I don't want this to happen again. So, yeah, I'm not saying, and let me make
it clear before everybody comes and writes.
Yeah, no, because it might happen again, but I'm sure that if it happens, it's not gonna be as devastating as it was.
No, absolutely
8 years ago, and like, life happens. We don't control life. But I'm saying, like, at least now I am more prepared and more open.
Oh, now at least, like, you in Dominican, because you're Venezuelan, so I feel like I can be the same. We're the same. Yeah. In Dominican, you say, like, le prendo what is it? Prendo fuego la lata. Like, I light fire and let's go. We got to keep moving, right? Yeah. So at this point of my life, if somebody wants to leave, I'm like, let me get your shoes. Hold on. Put them on. Put on the shoe.
Yeah.
We open the door for you. Please.
Exactly.
Because you're taking up space for somebody that really wants to be here, that wants to hang out with me, right? So
totally.
As long as you realize that, I feel you'll be okay. But sometimes you sit there and you're like, oh my God, nothing's working. Nothing's working. That's when they need to call you. I think I directed somebody to you one time in my DMs that she was telling me on her love story. I'm like, talk to Alessandra. This is not my department. I'm trying to make money right now.
Trying to make money, get out of my face. Yeah, no, but it's true. You know what? When you understand this concept of true love, everything changes. Everything. You see life differently. You see money differently. You see your work differently, because you put love in everything you do. And at least that's what I do, and that's what I teach my clients and everybody who is in my community. That's what I teach them. Like, be love and be in every area of your life, because that's what we need. Not that we need, but that's what we should be doing, being love. And it's not about finding it. It's not about, attracting it. It's about being it, which is the biggest lesson for me, at least.
You touched a chord on me. Usually when I'm not videoing, I'd be crying, but I'm trying to, like, compose myself because we're on camera. But that was so real what you just said, because you have to be love. And once you're love yourself, everything else flows.
Yeah.
At least, like, I've been seeing that lately, like, okay, this isn't working out, but I'm going to love myself through it anyways. and then things kind of just flow. This is like the mature women. Oh, God, maybe I'm mature, but the mature women, like, I don't know. Some days I wonder. I watch Finding Nemo and Finding Dory back to back, so I don't really know.
Oh, I watch Disney movie all the time.
Oh my God! Wait, who are you? Which princess are you? Are you a princess? I think I'm Dory at this point.
I'm not sure if I'm a princess, but I love watching Disney movies. And and I have a niece, so every time I need to, watch it with somebody who understands the same alcohol, can you come and watch it with me?
Please come. Do you find? Oh my God! I have to ask you this. It's just for. Do you find that because you love yourself, your inner child plays more?
Yes, totally. Yes, yeah, freely and
And doing the. Oh my God!
And I love to do it. Yeah.
Next time there's a Disney movie out, we'll go. Because I feel weird going to by myself.
Call me, yeah.
I'm like, I went to see, I think it was Shrek, one of the Shrek movies, and I was laughing, and the kids like, shh. I'm like,
the kids? Oh my God, already.
I looked at
and you're like, can you just be happy to?
I paid my money. I paid my money. I can laugh whenever I want in this movie theater.
The kids, I will be like, you're too young, okay? Please. To be doing that.
I wonder if they would show it in VIP cinemas at this point. Like, when you pay like the VIP price and you can have a drink, they should do that for Disney movies for you and I. Cineplex should call me for that deal.
Actually, I stopped going to the movies because of that. I was laughing so much and they shoot me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch my movies and my TV. I think it's good enough.
With my PJs. I get it. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
So maybe next time we can do like something. Yeah.
We'll go. I'll call you. And you can bring your niece so then I don't feel weird.
Sure.
I have to ask you, the reason of this show is because you on Instagram, first of all, you're such a force on Instagram and on YouTube. Like, you should really, applaud yourself.
Thanks.
I want to be cool like you. I call myself your best friend, but...
I'm not that cool, but thank you.
I think you're pretty dope. You posted a question which spurred this whole thing. You made me call camera guys and microphones and everything. And the story was, would you marry yourself? And when you saw that, I look at people's story every day, and I've never seen you ask anything so bold before, like marrying yourself. Because I feel like so many women associate, or men, or whatever your gender is, oh boy, to being like a wedding has to be with somebody else. I answered yes. I would. Yes, I would marry myself.
Totally.
But what made you ask this question? And what did the other people say? Tell me.
Well, actually, that I have 4 options. And the first one was like, I don't remember exactly, but it was like, yeah, of course. And the other one was like, I'm not sure. No, I can live with myself. And I don't know what else. A lot of people say, no, I can live with myself. I can't stand myself. And that was actually sad to see. But a lot of people also say, yes, I will marry myself, which it was great. However, I don't know how deep that question went into them. Because it's actually a good question. And after I posted that, I was like asking myself too, like, would I? Right? Because for me, it was something like I wanted people to understand that sometimes it's not about what you're going to get from other people, but what about when you're alone? What about when you are quiet? When you don't have even music, you don't have a podcast. We're always listening to something, but what about when you're just with your head, with your mind? Do you like your mind? Do you like your thoughts? Do you like the way how you speak to yourself? And that's going to tell you if you love or if you will marry or not marry yourself. And I use this example of marrying, but it will be more like, are you comfortable with yourself? Because according to that answer that you give is going to be how you see yourself in a relationship. And the size of the problem that you may have in a relationship, right? If you're not okay with how you see yourself in the mirror, for example, you're always going to look for approval in others, and that can be very painful in a love relationship because they're going to be expecting other people to, tell you all the time, you're beautiful, you're this, because you haven't work on that side of yourself. So I was inviting people to think that in a really profound way, like, okay, I'm okay really with me. Like I feel comfortable with myself the way I am right now, with my good things and my bad things. Yeah. Because we have to accept both. There's no way you're gonna only be good. No, that's not possible.
No. Except, if you're me, but...
Except you're Hannah. That's it. That's the only one.
The only person that's me good at all times.
Exactly.
I'm joking. I have somebody looking at me like, no, Hannah, no. You have a whole bunch of issues all the time. I'm like, I hate my life. Oh, my God. It's not going to work ever. But you touched a gem for me right there because you said... You look for approval of your beauty in somebody else. And I did that for a very long time, right? It was more, what did my former husband like? What did he like me to wear? How did he like me to do my makeup, my hair? Could I show cleavage? Could I not? It was a whole thing. But it's how you look is your self-expression. It's art. It doesn't have to be approved by anybody else. You should feel happy with you. But it took me a while to understand that. But if you're somebody that's seeking approval with how you look and then you start not caring, there's a friction. Mm-hmm. Because now it's like, well, I don't like that shirt. Well, I do. And I don't like that lipstick. Well, I do. So then now you're going back and forth. So it's really important for you to kind of like you with how you are and how they met you. Because I was like a sexy little thing. I'd wear mini skirts and shorts and heels and everything. And then I turned into like una doña. like an old lady, I might as well just...
I can see you as a doña, for sure.
I wouldn't be I didn't feel young. I didn't feel young. I would go to stores and I would see like the trendy clothes and then I would go to like the classier clothes. And it was just like a thing for me. So I'm touching back on just approval with how you look. And marrying yourself and like being in a relationship with yourself, because that's a big part. Because mostly people see the outside of
Which is the most important relationship, by the way, the one that you have with yourself.
It is. It's the biggest. It's how the kids say
you're gonna be with you until you die. So you better be good.
Oh my God! I should stop talking to myself now. And then I wonder if I'll start responding myself too. I do sometimes. I'm like, bad Hannah. Hannah's not doing well.
Well, yeah, I think Because you're a person that likes to, learn from your lessons, and that's normal.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't want to repeat the lessons. I don't. I really try hard. I'm like, nope, I'm not going back there. That's going to teach me this again. I'm not doing it. But I always wonder what women do to get out of that spot. Like me, I was like my brand, Advice from Hanna. I was seeing other women so like full and confident in themselves, right? I'm like, wow. I want to be like them too, right? I was like, I want to be calm. Not like them exactly. I never wanted anybody.
No, but like the energy and
what
they reflect.
Because that's your insides, and that's what's important, I find. And if you don't like your insides, oh my goodness, girl, get more wine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. How do you, when your clients come to you and they're like, I don't like myself, I don't love myself, what do you say to somebody so fragile? Me, I send them to you, so I'm like, I don't know.
Fix it.
Just fix it over there. I don't know.
Well, I usually start from the beginning. Let's go to the root of the cause.
Your childhood.
Yeah, we start with the love story. Everybody has a love story. The same way you have a money story or any type of story we make up in our heads. Mm-hmm. So we go there, and that's what I do, and I teach them, and I show them, okay, this is what you have been telling your whole life, so now you're going to tell this. But I tell them the way they want to be saying that. It's not like I put the words in their mouth. No, I tell them, how do you want now to be telling your truth about love? And they actually change it. So that's part of my method. And the changes are amazing. Like the transformation in 3 weeks, these women are like
they're
somewhere else. Yeah. They're loving themselves. They're doing things like they get some of them. Like I remember one of them, she got a new job. Another one got a raise. Another one got.
It's like the song. With Me canto cuando me baño. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna play the song in the background now. Somebody remind me. I'll play it as this is
Yeah,
going.
you have to tell me what it is because I'm horrible. Like
With lyrics.
with lyrics.
It's a song. It's like
Is it a new song?
It's the famous breakup song. The famous like Spanish. She says it. Ya que te he ido, me he ido de puta madre, me cambié de trabajo. Like she said,
Oh, I know. Yes, I know which one. Okay,
her. Yeah, and it's a thing. We do all of that, right? You get a new job, you cut your hair, you start going to the gym, you move apartments, like you do all
Your
of that.
energy changes.
Yeah, and then
Completely.
crying over
Really.
somebody's dusty.
But when
son.
you work on yourself, right?
yeah.
Because we have to admit that we have to do the work. And I also want to, congratulate you and all the women out there, and men too, because they also go through
it,
difficult moments when go through divorce or separation. But when they do the work, we do the work. It's incredible. And I was reading a book. I don't remember the name. I read so many books.
Oh boy.
I keep like forgetting them. But anyway, he was saying like whenever you raise your vibration, you're raising the vibration for everybody around you. So I believe that when we're learning the lessons, like you say, we are changing, the path.
You do. Your love story doesn't have to be of your parents or, the people that you see growing up. Like, for instance, myself, I came from a divorced household. So I know the chances of me statistically going into anything could lead in divorce because I've seen how that happens and how one person can thrive alone. Not to say that you can't thrive with a partner. No. But I've seen it as opposed to somebody, for example, I have a friend, I won't say her name, but she saw her parents together forever. And she's having a horrible time right now. But she holds on to that image of forever.
Yeah.
And they want, I'm like, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can write your own story. You can meet somebody else fantastic down the road that he could be your forever.
Totally.
Or get a
And
dog.
love is supposed to be love. Like a love relationship is about love. It's not about, having sacrificing. Like some people like our moms or our grandmothers, I'm sure they used to use this word like I'm sacrificing for the family.
And whatever.
Yeah,
And
so- No, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be growth a lot.
You're supposed to be happy.
And happiness, totally.
If not, why do you think all our parents fled? They were holding on to something, and then you get on a plane and you go to a new city and you start all over again, right? So do you really feel like holding on to those customs and beliefs are worth it at this point? If they're not what you want, if they're not what makes you happy. So I want to touch upon it and kind of navigating this. We had an interesting pre-convo about weddings.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hold on, I have a drink.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, the weddings. I'll tell you about my wedding.
Okay.
So then I can have some basis to talk about. There was 80 people. I was 21 years old. It was in the Dominican Republic, and it was a party. When I say it was a party, it was a party.
Oh, I believe you.
Oh, man.
Dominican Republic for sure.
It was a party. We had great food, the DJ, everything. It's one of the fondest memories I have of that lifetime.
Okay.
The fact that I was a bride with the white thing, the veil, and everything. Would I do it again? No. I did it once, and it was enough
That was
for me.
it. How do you feel about it? Why?
Because it was, like in Spanish, you say, ya viví mi etapa. Like, I lived that. If somebody would want to marry me now, maybe I would do a backyard wedding with sunflowers everywhere. More like low-key, not that big fufula. I find that, and I'm going to get hate on this, but I find that they focus more on the details of the day, but not the action. You're merging your life with another soul.
Yeah.
Does it really matter what colors the napkins are?
Which you have immersed in the life with that soul from before. So why that day, right? Like, I don't know. I'm the love coaches. That's how I like to be identified as the love coach. However, would I marry again? I don't think so. Would I do a wedding? No, for sure no. I wouldn't do a wedding. If I marry my partner, my actual partner right now, we have been together for 7 years. We're not planning to get married.
No.
Why? Because we're like, why do we need to make a show about it? Mm-hmm. We are happy. We don't have to show anybody. Like, what we do is that we put the energy and the work in every single day of our lives. I don't know. For me, I got married as well.
Yeah.
As I said at the beginning of the podcast. And yeah, I had a big party here in Toronto.
Oh, you did?
It was like 100 people. I have my white dress, everything. I did enjoy the party, and I love partying.
I know I don't know why haven't we partied together? This must change.
Yeah, no, we have to. Yeah, there's a new place I want to go.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah,
later off camera.
Later, yeah. So anyway, I did enjoy the party because I felt so much pressure. Like, everything has to be like a certain way. The flowers, the cake. My family was super late. Like, everything else, and I was like, oh my God, why? Like, do I really need this? So I decided, you know what? After I got divorced, I'm like, I don't want this anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't think that you need that in order to show love. You don't really need it. If you want to have it because you feel like, I want to have the experience. I want to have a big party. I want to kind of celebrate in that way. Go for it. That's fine. But do you really? No, you don't need it.
No. And it's funny how you said you didn't enjoy it because you're so concerned about everything else, about every other detail, and your family, and if the third cousin that you've seen 3 times in your life is having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even remember half of the people who was there,
Thank you. I'd like to say the same thing.
My wedding?
Wow, my goodness.
So after that experience, I was like, I don't need it. And really, no. Honestly, when I teach about love again, I like to go back to the beginning and what is love? Like, love is something that you feel inside. And for me, I always go to this question. What would your soul do if could do something right now? Will it care? Like, will your soul care about this? And your soul is going to be like, I don't really.
No. But the flowers and cake.
There is only one thing that the soul really cares in my experience and for what I've been learning so far. And for me, the soul only cares about expressing itself. Mm-hmm. The soul wants to live, wants to, enjoy experiences. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't need anything external to do that.
Oh, that's a bar. Say it again. That was a bar. They don't need anything external.
No, your soul only wants to express itself. The more expression you can have or you can practice every day, the more like your soul is going to be free. And that's why you have to care every single day. I'm expressing my soul, like, from my true truth, I guess, my deepest truth.
Yeah, and you feel that. You feel that,
and usually that's what I do. Will my soul care about this? I ask that question when I'm like, sometimes we have something in our head. And it comes back again, like, you have a small problem or situation with a friend or with your mom or whatever. And I ask that question, like, will my soul cares about this? Usually my soul is like, no, leave me. I just want to be me.
Let me be free. I love that. That was
and the same way applies when you are with somebody. Mm-hmm. You have to let them be.
Thank you. I feel, oh my goodness, you have to let this person be. You can't be on the 20%. What are you doing? Where are you going? Did you eat? What you wear today? What your mom say? Oh my God, it drives me crazy.
You know what I hear these days a lot? That you have love languages and stuff. And
I don't know about these love languages. Are they real?
Well, from my perspective, that's from the ego. Like, only your ego wants somebody. Oh, you have to talk to me this way. Oh, my love language is gift, so you have to give me gift because that's the way I understand love.
But why can't you buy your own gifts? If you
only understand love through one language or to whatever 5 language, I mean, you are limiting your soul, my friend. Because your soul has many ways to express love. Mm-hmm. So you cannot stop there. Only 5 languages? Really? When your soul doesn't even have a language? So that is something that I usually say. And, because a lot of people follow this. My love language.
Yeah, they take a test. They read a book. I remember somebody that I knew this is how she asked her husband, like she showed her husband at the time. Are they still married? I don't know. Probably
It works.
It works
If you are working from your ego, from your mind, it works. If you're trapped in that, perfect. If you want to be that way. But if you want to, the type of love that I teach my clients and my followers is the ones that come from your soul, from freedom, from really experiencing, like being
you.
Being you.
My theory on love right now, I know I'm not a love coach like you and you did the thing, but my theory is after the, how do I say this? El enamoramiento. Like the chispa, I want to see him. And that, after that fades, do you like the person that's next to you? Like them for what they are, for their quirks. Do you like them and do they fit with what idea of a life you want to live? After everything is done, after el cuchi cuchi, he bought me flowers and he's so sweet, he opens the door. After that goes, do you like the person that's in front of you without, all the bells and whistles? Like when you go buy a new car, you get the leather seats, the sunroof, blah, blah, blah. If you just had a plain old Honda Civic, and that's his soul, a Honda Civic, would you like it? That's the question that I pose now. Whenever I meet anybody, whenever anybody comes into my rearview mirror, do I like you for who you are?
Yeah.
And that's as truthful as I can get, right? And do you like me for who I am? I'm, spontaneous. I'm a workaholic. I say
sometimes a doña.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm a doña. Sometimes I'm an old lady. I want to be wrapped up in my blanket.
You're not.
I am. I'm gonna send you one of those things. One of my friends, Mago, shout out to Megan. She always sends me the memes. We have a meme relationship. Her and I. We just send memes like once a month, and she always sends me the memes of like the Dominican lady cleaning with the lavender scent, with her hair tied up and like the thing and cleaning and like it, and she said
that represents you
to the T, man.
I have to see that part of yourself.
Oh,
you have to please invite me over when you're about to get.
One of my friends came over and like her and I have a close relationship, and I was wearing a robe when she came in, and she's like, Hannah, you're not going to change this. I said, no, this is me. I was wearing clothes underneath, but I was wearing a robe. Yeah. I had everything set. The table was set. There was food. There was wine. There was music. There was a vibe. Yeah. I'm a vibe. But I was in my robe.
Exactly.
I'm like, this is my house. I don't feel like dressing up. But yeah, there's a lovely side of me. And I do like lavender scents of everything.
And me too.
Why are we like this?
Oh, I use it before sleep. Yeah. In the dryer machine.
You get it. Me too. See, this is the 30 plus. You look at all the stuff. You should see me in the cleaning aisle. Sometimes I'm like, does this have scent? And I smell it. I'm like, that's so expensive. And I put it back. I'm like, I'll come back later when it's on sale. My mom makes fun of me all the time. She's like, stop being tacaña. Stop being so cheap. I'm like, fine.
Your mom say that?
My mom calls me cheap. Like, she calls me cheap. I'm like,
she does.
She calls me cheap.
Does. Because I heard stories about your mom, so that's why I'm like,
My mom calls me cheap.
Yeah, that's funny.
I know. She doesn't want to be interviewed by me.
Really?
No. I always talk about this. I always say, Ma, I want to interview you because, like, I think your story is fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, everything that you did.
Oh, my God. I would love to hear that.
It's so cool, everything that she did. Like, she was my age. She had me. She worked. She paid all her bills by herself. I'm like, now that I'm, like, her age without me, she looks at me. She's like, stop crying. What's wrong with you? I had you in a little ugly apartment on Western Road with cockroaches. What's wrong with you? Like, this is what she was saying. But she was so, like, strength. Now she's like, she cries at like just everything. But back then, she would just fix everything and take a drill. So I've always wondered like how she did it with no English. And
oh my God, no! You have to interview her.
I do. Ma, come on the show, Ma.
I remember the story about the cell phone that you told her that you wanted a cell phone.
Yes. Oh man, you remember?
Yeah. And that's that's a great story.
That woman is she's fire like that. She doesn't, the way her mind works, she thinks that everything you need to work for. She doesn't.
Well, now you have to say a story because people are here listening.
Oh my God, the cell phone story. Have I said this? Oh my God, I haven't said this on the podcast. No. So I wanted a cell phone when I was 14, all my friends in high school, they had a cell phone. I'm going to age myself now. The Nokia flip phone or the Motorola phone. And I wanted one so I can text and call my friends after 6 p.m. for free.
Okay.
Not to use it during the daytime because I was no businesswoman. And I said to her, Ma, I want a phone. And I was 14. And she's like, okay. And I was like,
that was easy.
She said, okay. Like, wow, she's going to get my phone. So I called my best friend at the time. And I'm like, my mom's going to get me a phone so I'm not on the house phone all day. Because it was a problem, me on the house phone and then the other line ringing and my aunt would call her and I'd have to hang up. And, when we had one phone. These kids now have cell phones. Yeah. Anyways, so she takes me to the mall. She takes me to the Lawrence Square Mall. And I'm so excited. And she puts me in the line to get a SIM card. That was my mother. She goes, go get a job. Like, literally, I was like, what? Me? I'm 14. She goes, figure it out. You have a SIM and paper. Figure it out. I did. 2 weeks later, I had a job. Like, I was turning 15 in November. That was September. And I got a job in 2 weeks. And then now, whenever she tells that story, she goes, that's when she realized que yo era el demonio, like that I was like a devil child. She goes, once I saw you get a job in 2 weeks, she's like, I knew you wouldn't have any issue. So I saved up my money and I paid her for my phone.
Oh.
And she got it in her name and I would have to pay the phone bill every month. She goes, if you don't pay your phone, you don't have a phone.
That's amazing. I love that story. I love it.
I know. She taught me responsibility at a very young. I was very aware. Like when bills came, if you don't pay it, they cut it off. If they ruin your credit, if you don't show up on time, nobody's gonna. I was late today, but if you don't show up on time, nobody's gonna want to hire you. Like very key lessons she taught me very early on. Yeah, she was.
That's incredible. Yeah, thank you for sharing it again.
I know.
You have to.
Yeah, I always pay homage to her whenever I do anything.
If I have kids, I'm gonna do the same.
You should.
Well, you want a phone, of course, sweetie.
Let's go. I'm taking you where your Aunt Hannah was taken 15 years ago, 30 years ago, and take them to some beat up mall, like a ghetto mall. Don't take them to the nice mall. Take them to Eaton Center, no. Take them somewhere,
something like that,
and go work. It's those are the life lessons that they leave you with, right? Because she didn't get a cell phone. She didn't have a cell phone till after me. She got a cell phone after me.
Wow.
So I had a cell phone before she did.
Wow.
Because
priorities.
I know, because she goes, well, I need to know when you're out, if you're safe, and those things. Because I was always hustling, though, Alessandra. I was always doing something. Oh my goodness, never stop. I never stopped. I haven't stopped working since then. Never.
Wow.
No, I've never.
That's amazing.
No, I've. This is now when I'm 33. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to retire. Can I retire now? Let's assign my check. Please. Oh my goodness. No, but it's life lessons. I really wish, like, my nieces and nephews that I see growing up now, like my niece at 14 got an iPhone, whatever, the latest iPhone, like, in her hand, and I'm like,
easy. Yeah.
But you didn't work for it. You don't pay the phone bill, and you don't want to clean up. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to see the privilege. I know maybe when I have kids, I might be like, okay, sweetie, I'll get you the next one next year.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I'm getting soft. No. Hard work matters. Even if I'm well off, does. I would make them work for me. At the very least, like, work for me. Yeah. Like, do the things I tell them and then you get paid. Maybe not send them out to the world so early. But at least work for me.
Yeah.
Making them
for sure
cameras and stuff.
Me too.
Go take mommy. Hold on. Sorry, Jess. I promise you'll be there too. Even if I'm making them hold the camera, you'll be there too. But no, this was a fun chat. Wait, do you have any questions for me before I?
Well, we talk about your wedding, which I wanted to know. Yes. What else?
I should show a picture of me as a bride. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you should.
No, I will.
Can we see it?
I don't have that.
No, you can show it later.
Later on. No, I will. I'll show my picture
too. Yeah.
And then if you have
they will put it on.
Yeah, they'll put it on the picture of the.
Oh my god! Yeah. Let me see.
Of me, a bride. I look like a mail order bride. because I look so young. I was so young. I looked like prom pictures. I kid you not. But it was, to me, that was
Prom.
Quinceañera. It was only like 6 years later I was 21, right? So, it's one of those things. It's an experience. If you were to ever ask me to do, I would only do it in a sense if I were to have a kid and my kid was to say, Mom, I want to see you as a bride. I would maybe do the charade at that given point, right? So
sure, yeah, you're right.
So they can see like their parents getting married, but it would be something like in our house.
Yeah.
Like something silly, right? In the sense, so they could see it, so they can maybe grow up with an image of what marriage could look like. But if it doesn't want to look like that, that's okay too. It's not for everybody.
That sounds like a scenario that I can see myself too.
This happened with one of my goddaughter, who's 23 now. She would look at her parents' wedding pictures, and she'd be like, "Why didn't you invite me?"
Well, you were not.
They're like, "Well, you weren't born," and then it gets complex, right? So I would, maybe if I get asked that question, I'm like, "Oh, you want to be okay? We're getting married next weekend." Whoever the lucky soul will be. Yeah, we're getting married next weekend. Why? Because your daughter said so.
But seriously, would you marry yourself?
I would. I would marry myself. I want the party. Nobody celebrates me for. I have to throw myself a party at one event. Like,
really? What party?
Like the event I held last September, the party of one. I threw myself. It was supposed to be a divorce party, but it was a little late, and I threw myself a party as an event. So I would want to get married to myself to throw a party at this point, so then all of us can have a reason to drink and listen to music
and go to Punta Cana. Yes, I mean.
Oh,
let's go to Punta Cana to your own wedding.
Can we please? Okay, this is going to be a thing. Hannah will get married in Punta Cana in 2040. Let's watch me come back to this video in 2040. Yeah. Like, Alessandra, we have to go.
Yes.
We have to go in my private jet, though. We're not flying commercial. We're not doing it.
Okay.
No, well, I
pick me up.
No, well, at this point, if we're going to go, we're all going. Nice and style, because it's not happening again. It's goodness, I'll be in my 40s. Oh, Botox. Anyway.
That'll be good. You're good. You look amazing, so you don't need that.
Oh. Well, thank you for coming by. I don't want it to end. Can we stay on forever?
So good. No, we can do another one for sure.
No, for sure. Now you're the honorary guest. Now everybody that comes in has to top you. And this is really top for me. I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your time. Please let the viewers know where they can find you. Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. My name, AlessandraDaRocha. Everything together.
There, that's it. And that's your handle across the...
Well, it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
And everywhere. It's like me, Advice From Hanna. It's like everywhere.
Yeah, I actually have a TikTok that I never use. So I opened it by mistake today and I saw that a bunch of followers. I'm like, why do I get followers? I don't even post here.
You need to post on TikTok. You want to know why?
Oh my God, yeah.
No, I know it's hard. People tell me to post on, I'm up to here with the platforms I post on. But TikTok, you can just post fun. Like, remember when creating content was fun? Like when we did it as a regular person, not a content creator? That is what TikTok is.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. Okay.
So you do it.
Maybe I didn't understand that before. Okay.
No, it's not.
I was getting serious in TikTok.
No, not serious. No? It's like the voiceovers,
Okay, maybe you have to teach me, okay?
I have to teach you. I'm going to give you a little 5-minute masterclass once we get off camera. Because I did a video. You're going to laugh. The video that has the most views was me doing a voiceover. Not my Wisdom Wednesday. Not me talking about my podcast, tips on nothing. It was a video that I did a voiceover about saying, be a hoe. I don't care what level of hoe you be, but be a hoe because that man doesn't love you. Oh my goodness. They were just there. I'm like, what is happening? And it was like, one of those ladies. It's like, that man don't love you. And then it was like advice for 20-year-olds. It went. Everybody was on it. So it's really, it's a fun platform to funnel your views somewhere else.
Okay.
That's my tidbit for it. But thank you so much for coming by. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Please come back anytime.
Me too. I enjoyed it too. Thank you so much.
Well, wait, what do I do? I'm on YouTube. Wait, so subscribe to my... Now I gotta say it for real. I need you to subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and watch out for the next special edition episode on YouTube only with Advice from Hanna I'll see you later. Bye.